welcome back to another season of Syracuse Unpeeled, the greatest source for all of your procrastination needs. Tonight we'll get you ready for Valentine's Day. Jeff checks in with Syracuse's very own chime master, and I'll sit down with Drew Brown and Hugh Pringle of Z89's The Juice. I'm Cassie DeLaura here with Haley Schluter, Jacob Friesen Grant, and our guest co-host today, Kat Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Our first story answers the hard-hitting question that's on everyone's mind lately. How will I ever find a baby name that's never been used in recorded history? Well, a Swiss company and their team of researchers and historians have your back and will come up with a list of 5 completely unique, never-before-used names, all for a moderate price of $32,000.
Wait, people really use this? Like, where I'm from, all it takes is, you just add a couple letters to a regular name, and then you got a brand new name, and you can keep that 32 grand. Shayna becomes Shaniqua. It's real easy, you know what I'm saying?
But do other people have Shaniqua? That's the whole point.
I mean, hopefully you never run into her. You never know, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, this company wants names that have legitimately never been used ever before, so how does it not just come out like a series of sounds? Like, the company itself is called, and excuse me if I don't say this correctly, Swelle. That's the company's name that does this. What if your baby comes out just like that? It's like 4 different syllables all strewn, like, I don't know. If the company had a nice name, and I was like, that sounds aesthetically and poetically like pleasing, but Swelle, that's like my next born child, no thanks.
I mean, they obviously hired themselves to come up with that name, because I've never heard that before.
That's just 4 random sounds. That's going to be the names.
Kat, what are your thoughts?
I'm just gonna not have children.
You don't have to worry about that
This
business.
is too expensive.
Naming is just too expensive.
Yeah.
I think so. The naming game.
32 grand.
It's okay.
All right, well,
I'll
let's
just call my child baby, like my people call me. Hey, baby.
or adopt, and their name's already taken care of. You're all
Hey.
set.
Jazz hands.
All right, let's move on. Since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, we felt this story might actually come in handy for you guys. The new app named Invisible Boyfriend and Invisible Girlfriend lets you fake a relationship by giving you a virtual partner who texts, leaves voicemail messages, and can even send you romantic notes.
I already have that. Like, for real life.
This is sad. This takes me back to my days of like sitting on AIM, talking to like Smarter Child. Remember when you didn't have anyone to talk to on AIM? Maybe you guys did.
No, what's Smarter Child?
It was like this. It was like this fake computer-generated person that would always talk to you when you were online. So you would never be on AIM and not have anyone to talk to. Like, this is what this is taking me back to. Like, I'm gonna pay for someone to text me. It's just sad. It's lonely.
This is the next version. But
Yeah.
don't we think it's a little unhealthy for people to fall in love with like virtual people? Like, I feel like it's not gonna lead anywhere.
That's
like,
the movie Her.
Exactly.
Written all
Yeah.
over it.
it did.
They made an
Didn't
app out of it. They were like,
the virtual person dumped the guy. I think she
name
even
of the
I
app,
didn't
though?
see the movie. I just know of it in the storyline. But
What's the name of the app? Casper? I don't know what it
I'd
is.
like be the person that like I pay for this app, I get it, and like halfway through the service, I'm like, you know what? No, screw you. Like, we don't want to text you anymore, regardless of the fact that we are not even real.
I think it
Like,
is Casper. Casper, the friendly boo.
You're gonna stop texting them.
and it can't even be like a catfish gone wrong story either because it's virtual. So you never meet these people or anything. So
They just meet you, give up on, no, that's not true.
It says that they have a picture. You can pick the picture of the person. So what if you see the person in real life and you're like, oh,
where did they
Jeff.
where do they get those photos at?
They probably grab them offline.
Stock
they probably got a
photo.
picture of you.
What did yeah.
They go to that
That's a
place with
lawsuit
baby
in the
names.
making.
It's a screen grab from Syracuse Unpeeled.
So do you take them out to dinner?
No, it's a
They're
fake.
virtual.
No, I want the real deal. I want a meal. I want flowers and everything. I want, well, at least an emoji flower or something. I don't know.
That's what you get from this app. That's funny. That's probably true.
Probably.
Emoji flowers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
I don't
Okay,
know.
let's switch gears. This next story is proof that senioritis is a real thing. A senior at Rice University has transformed his dorm room into an actual ball pit. Not only that, he paid $500 for 13,000 plastic balls in order to do so.
Wait. So when you turn your room into a ball pit, exactly what type of crowd are you trying to bring back? You know, it's not college girls.
Unless they want to be balls deep. In plastic, like, you know, woo, pit.
Yeah.
Ball pit.
Yeah. Exactly.
What
Maybe Ronald McDonald.
McDonald's.
Burger King.
That's a lonely college senior.
No, that's
Ronald McDonald,
You
Burger
had,
King. Yeah,
how
those
did
go
you just
together.
mess that up? How did you just mess that up?
Well, jazz hands.
That's the go-to, right?
Yep, jazz hands. I don't know.
Randomly, the funniest part about this story is like, how did he get that up? Like the people working at the front door
Say
of
it
dorms
again.
don't care at all. Like you're not even meant to like let your friend come in who doesn't
Yeah.
live in your dorm room. And this person must have been working the night shift. He was like, yeah, go ahead and approve that. You know, giant vat of plastic balls, like
coming in.
6 different trips up the elevator. Like that's hilarious
How
to
does
me.
he get dressed? What if he missed a sock or a contact? Like how does he?
A contact, you're screwed.
Like what
Oh my
if
God.
he like eats pizza and drops a slice? Where do you find it? Like
How does he open the door to his room
and
without them
balls
coming
out and stuff? I don't understand.
Stories.
With so many balls, you wonder if
many.
he's compensating for something, you know?
Balls to the
I don't know, but I don't want to
Balls
find
to
out.
the wall.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to his house, child.
His dorm.
All right, let's,
Oh yeah.
let's switch gears from a ball pit to KFC. So KFC has cooked up another one of their fast food creations that are put on the market to make you basically hate America. It's called the Double Down Dog, and it's a hot dog with a fried chicken bun.
This is geared toward a very specific demographic of person. A, someone extremely indecisive about what they want for dinner, and B, someone who has no regard for general health or well-being whatsoever.
Wait, did they let us know that it comes with a side of diabetes? Like,
And a order of hypertension to go.
I don't even know what hypertension is.
It's like when you have way too much sodium, which this would definitely induce. Fried chicken, hot dog. I mean, one time though there was a grilled cheese that was made with fried chicken buns, and that's even a little bit less sort of devastating than this creation. What are your thoughts?
You don't want to know. I'm thinking
Okay.
of Goofy. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Is anyone thinking the same thing?
No.
Well,
No.
they should have hot sauce. How about that?
No.
So you guys are not ordering it?
I'm not ordering it. I mean,
say.
ask me at like 2 a.m. maybe, but
Wait.
It's a double down
What's
dog.
at 2 a.m.?
Double down dog.
when you're
Double
really
down
hungry,
dog.
because it's like super late at night, you've been
Double
going all
down
day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just want like a fried snack with a ballpark in there.
So we
I
come to
don't
the
know.
conclusion that at 2 a.m. Haley is getting the double down dog.
Double
so,
down.
You only live once. You
down
gotta
dog.
try a double down
2
dog
a.m.
before you
At
die.
2 a.m.
So like a.
no one got it, but
sounds
okay.
like a sex position.
No.
Yeah.
I'll
Now-
eat it.
Cut.
Okay.
Edit. Adobe Premiere.
Done.
Jazz
Now
hands.
on to a story that will make you think twice about the definition of a suspicious package. Police in New York City say a suspicious package left behind a concrete barrier of at a bus station didn't contain any explosives, but oddly instead it contained 1,000 individually packaged condoms for both men and women.
Wait, men and women? Mm-hmm. Honestly, when was the last time any of y'all used a female condom? Let's just get this out of the air right now. Like, when do people use?
I am an unofficial sex and official.
Okay.
I can speak on this.
So from personal experience,
Well, we have a correspondent tonight.
Yeah,
not
I am
even a
an
co-host.
unofficial
This
sex
is our guest
health
co-host /
official.
health correspondent,
I
Catherine
mean,
Witherspoon.
besides, they are free at the health department over there. So if you go over there and you want to do some experimental work, you just go over there. But I personally prefer abstinence. Because my mother will be watching Unpeeled.
So a giant package of condoms behind a bus in New York City makes New York City goers suspicious. A giant box of condoms in my date's room when I go home with him makes me suspicious. That's all I gotta say.
suspicious of what? Safe sex?
Suspicious acts. Yeah, let's ask our correspondent. I plead the
Yes,
fifth.
yes. In other news, I think everyone should just use condoms
Well, there's enough of
that
them
you
in New York
found in a
City.
box.
You found it in a box behind the
If you
bus.
guys, let me ask you this: if you were the police officer who found that box and you opened up, what would be like your first initial reaction
Grab a couple condoms. Put it in my pocket.
before you report the story, or right now, whatever?
That's a
Just
very good
shake,
question.
just SMH probably. Like,
Yeah, shake my head. That's
Yeah.
what that is. Okay,
Wait,
good.
did
Yeah.
you use a text?
no.
You know what that means?
Sorry, I've got smarter child on the brain. I keep thinking about my virtual friendships in
Boyfriend.
high school. Sorry.
That's his name,
Middle school.
Casper.
Middle school.
I'm just gonna LOL, you know.
All right, we're constantly switching gears from condoms to Mariah Carey. This past weekend at the 2015 Jazz and Blues Festival, Mariah Carey failed miserably at lip syncing, making us wonder, when do musicians file for retirement?
When they start lip syncing.
When they start lip syncing their own songs, right?
But this isn't the first time this has happened. You guys saw her Christmas special,
I mean, we should
right?
give her a chance. She is going through a divorce.
Yeah, what did he get the voice, her good voice at the prenup?
She's
Is she,
stressed out.
was she like,
She's stressed
lost
out.
that?
I mean, I've never been divorced, but I've never been Mariah Carey either. But I
That's
would
true.
just
We
be
should
stressed
think of it
out.
like that.
Let's just give her a chance. I mean, she can't even be herself right now. I mean, I couldn't even do all this on stage. I don't know.
What does Mariah Carey do?
Yeah. Oddly enough, that
I don't know.
When you start lip syncing your own songs, it's time to stop.
It
you
is
know,
bad.
it's about time.
I don't think she's anywhere near close to retiring. That she's not going to.
She might not be
Either way.
near retirement, but should she be near retirement?
I
That's
think
the
she
question.
should go on sabbatical, maybe. You know?
Tweet us, let us know.
Yeah. Tweet
At
her.
S Unpeeled.
Tweet Mariah.
What you think?
Unpeeled.
Yeah.
And mention Mariah Carey in it.
Maybe she'll tweet back.
Maybe she'll tweet back.
followers,
Or
because
maybe
you're
she
weird.
watches. She watches
Maybe.
Syracuse Unpeeled. She does. Mariah Carey.
I don't know.
All right. All right. There is only one event that causes SU students not to procrastinate, but instead make extensive and elaborate plans. Next weekend's big basketball game against Duke.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Well, go ahead. What?
No, go
No,
ahead.
I want to hear your hopes.
I didn't have any
Before
hopes.
my stupid allusion to how this is on Valentine's Day. Because it is. This February 14th is Valentine's Day, and in Q-Sland right now, we're all just thinking February 14th is the Duke game. So good news to all of us who are single, because like finally nobody's thinking about Valentine's, they're thinking about the Duke
true.
game. But pretty sad for people who are trying to have like a romantic time with their significant other on campus, because all they're going to hear is just like loud, obnoxious, crazy tailgating. But that's a good Valentine's Day. I mean, basketball.
What are your guys'
Craziness.
plans? Are you going or?
I want to tailgate. I mean, I love the basketball part too, I think.
you like the tailgate
tailgate.
beforehand.
You should have a candlelight tailgate.
A candlelight tailgate with my romantic partner. Happy Valentine's Day!
Kat, what are your plans?
I'm just probably gonna go to the game. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna go to the game. I'm gonna do homework, child. I got stuff to do.
On Valentine's Day?
I
On the
mean,
Duke
I'll
game.
fall in love next year once I get that degree, honey.
Yo, you should hit up the virtual lover.
Yeah.
You guys have a great Valentine's virtual
Don't
date.
spoil his surprise, okay?
Somebody
I don't know
ordered
he has plans.
Somebody ordered it for you. Hey, make sure you pick out
Can
that
they
picture.
order Grubhub to your apartment?
I know.
This virtual thing?
I mean, you're paying.
It's all on the internet.
You're paying.
That
enough
would be
money
a
for
cool
it.
feature. Upgrade.
You guys, before we wrap up, I got to ask you about the new information that we got today from the chancellor about the self-imposed postseason ban for the men's basketball team. It's kind of a bit of a heartbreak next week on Valentine's Day to go to the game and know that our boys don't have postseason. What are your guys' thoughts?
I feel like it was a ploy. You know, we probably weren't going to do very well in NCAA tournament anyway, and they knew after 3 months that the NCAA was probably going to come down hard on them. They're like, you know what? Let's get ahead of the story, punish ourselves because we're not going far in the postseason anyway. Next year, hopefully, we'll come back and be better.
I think it was smart.
That seems elaborate. That seems diabolical.
Yo, these guys are smart. They go
What
to
is?
Syracuse.
Why is it self-imposed? Who would choose? And obviously, I know nothing about sports, but who would choose that they
Well-
were like, sure?
You'll have to read up on it. It's too long for us to talk about it on Unpeeled because we are out of time. So, Kat, thank you so much for joining us. We really
Thank you
appreciate it.
for having
Haley, Jacob, as always, thank you so much. And next up, Jeff talks to Syracuse's own chimes master, and I'll catch up with Drew Brown and Hugh Pringle. Stay tuned, Unpeelers.
My name's Alex. I'm a senior music composition major, and I'm the head chimes master.
And until now, very few knew his true identity, and that's because the Chime Master Society is a secret. He tells Unpeeled what he can about the club.
Your identity is kept secret. to some extent. But at the same time, what you're doing is so public. You're performing in front of the whole campus. Everyone can hear you from a mile in each direction. And that would be a lot of pressure if people knew who you were, but it isn't, because no one knows who you are.
Well, if it's such a secret, how does one get involved?
I was a sophomore in high school, and I was first visiting the school. My current advisor, Dr. Downing, he showed me the ladder. He said that's where the Chimes Masters go, and I thought that was so cool, that they get to climb this ladder and they sort of own the tower. And I knew that if I went to Syracuse, that I would have to find a way of getting in there.
Okay, so he didn't exactly tell us how he got into the club, but he did describe what it felt like playing for the first time.
I'd say it was overshadowed by nerves in some way. We don't have a way of practicing, so the way you learn is just by doing. It's sort of a mentality of mother bird pushing the baby out of the nest, and you just have to fly.
The nerves were a thing in the past. He even agreed to put on a performance for us, starting with the Super Mario Brothers theme song. The national anthem. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, my personal version. And ending, as always, with the alma mater.
It's what links us to every other alumni for the last 125 years, is that all of us have had bells on this campus. All of us have had this tradition that just ran through and has not changed since its inception. It's really not until after people graduate or in their senior year that they start to really appreciate the bells. I have so many alumni coming back wanting tours of the tower who are just running, looking for their name, trying to find where they signed in the tower. It gave me sort of an identity. It gave me this secret persona that I was really into. During the day, I was just a normal music student, but then I also had this secret side to me that I could just go up to the tower and I could reveal it to who I wanted to friends, to family members, and they were so impressed by it, but then at the same time I could just walk down the hall and no one had an idea of even where the bell tower is. It's in a closet.
Kind of like a super.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. I'm joined by Drew Brown and Hugh Pringle, hosts of Z89's The Juice. Guys, thank you for joining me. And
Thanks for having us.
I know you guys have your show coming up tonight. First, tell our viewers, what is a day in the life like for you guys on the show?
Of The Juice, so we start at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12, and usually we get there earlier so we can add songs in, talk about the topics we're going to talk about, kind of get the camaraderie right before we get on air. And then we kick it off at 10 o'clock. Hugh has a hip-hop segment. And then we go to Anise Tari. She has the squeeze with the entertainment news. And then DJ wraps it up with the overall topics, just topics of the day.
And speaking of camaraderie, Hugh, I'll throw this one to you. How is it working with Drew?
It's great. I mean, Drew and I are friends, so I think our chemistry comes out on the show. And, you know, we all have our checks and balances, so I think everybody plays their part. We have a pretty good team. And you know, it's not just when the show comes on, we're thinking about this stuff all day long. It's kind of just in our natural landscape, so. And
you like to do a lot of the stuff behind the scenes as well, like the management?
Yeah, like I have a lot of, I'd say, expertise in music. I'm pretty prideful on what my taste is and what I keep up with. So, I mean, I try and put that into the show as well and bounce ideas off of Drew and everybody else on our team.
And The Juice is one of the only programs in the greater Syracuse area that features hip-hop music. Yeah. What does that mean to you guys? Because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we take pride in that, that us being the only people that play hip-hop. We like to put a platform on for local artists, let them come up, play their music, We just really take a pride in only being a hip hop show in Syracuse.
And I think also, we're from Atlanta, so the radio in Atlanta is influenced a lot by hip hop. So coming up to Syracuse and not kind of hearing that constant voice and just having that constant content was kind of something missing for us. So we felt like we were the people to be able to bring it to the greater Syracuse community.
And do you guys have any moments individually or together that you think are the highlight of, your experience on the radio? Can you think of like one moment where you just know that you'll carry that with you forever?
Wow. One moment.
Do you have viewers call in that,
Oh yeah, definitely. Shouts out to Katie. She calls in. Katie from Syracuse. She calls in every Monday and Wednesday. She's a loyal fan. So yeah, but we got to interview some artists that come up to Syracuse when they have live concerts, like when the Migos came. We got to talk to them and stuff like that.
So you guys are bringing artists to Syracuse too. So that's also a huge accomplishment for you guys as well.
Yeah, we try to do a little bit.
Try and make sure people know about more than just the music that people hear and kind of get to know the artists as well. I think for me though, the most gratifying thing is being in the community when we're not on air and people say, I listen to your show and we like it or stuff like that. Just knowing that we're talking to somebody out there, not just a microphone in a room.
And so people recognize you, Hugh and Drew.
They recognize the voices at least.
So I got to ask you guys, what is on your iPod?
My iPod, wow.
You guys are around music all day long. You guys are the creators behind what's played on the radio here at Z89 and Juice. What's on your iPod?
Well, like he said, we're from Atlanta, so I got some T.I. on there, some Young Jeezy, of course, some Future, a lot of Wiz Khalifa, but that's just a little bit.
My iPod's all over the place. I got a bunch of stuff though. Some old school 70s stuff, some rock, just a different array of stuff. But I think what I've been listening to most right now is probably Tetsuya and Youth, Lupe Fiasco's new album, that's pretty good, and Joey Badass's Before the Money, that's pretty good. So there's a lot of new music out, so we've been listening to that.
We're going to kind of switch gears to a more serious question now. What do you think individually you offer to the show, and then what do you think you offer to the show? And you can't choose the same answer.
I think for me, I'm the oldest person on the show, and I feel like I have the most experience with kind of the perspective of an artist because I do music myself, and I think that adds to our chemistry. And then my personal segment is hip hop history, and that's something I'm passionate about. So, I don't think anybody else could bring that context to the programming.
Yeah, I think I keep the show going, kind of like the catalyst between everybody.
He's the energy. This is the point guard right here.
Yeah, I keep it going. So just make sure everything runs smoothly. Keep it light, keep it funny, keep it going. So yeah.
And what's on the agenda for you guys for the rest of the semester?
Well, we hope to interview some more local artists, either whether it be on the university or the greater city of Syracuse. Definitely keep interviewing artists that come to campus.
And we keep it very seasonal. Like we do Black History Month facts for February. We'll probably do a Valentine's Day segment and just, stuff that's relevant in the time period.
Try to stay current.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, tell our viewers where they can hear you guys at.
FM 89.1, Z89, your party station. We're on from 10 to 12. It's the Juice. Tune in.
Or download the iHeartRadio app. We're on there. Or Z89online.com.
You don't have an excuse. No matter where you are, you can
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Mondays and Wednesdays. You heard them. Drew and Hugh, thank you guys so much. Stay tuned. We are going to play a little game of Syracuse Unpeeled, actually unpeeling oranges. So stay tuned for this one.
Cool.
Welcome back to Syracuse Unpeeled, where we're actually going to play a little game of unpeeling oranges, but the best part, guys, we can only do it in one piece. So the first person who breaks it, obviously your team loses. It is Cassie.
The whole team?
And yeah, the whole team.
You're eliminated.
The whole team.
It's not just you, so I can't put the team on my back and like.
No, we work as teams because you two are a team. You guys host the Juice on Z89, and Kat Witherspoon and I host a YouTube show. Excuse me, with Kat and Cassie. So the loser is gonna have to promote the other team's show for the last 10-15 seconds of this show. So are
We're
you
on
guys?
Z89, by the way.
Yes, it's Z89.
No, I'm just letting you know. We
Yeah.
promote our stuff.
And we're on YouTube, so get ready to promote our stuff. All right, are you guys ready to lose?
Gotcha.
Ready, Kat?
I'm nervous.
Ready to-
I don't know why.
Ready to beat them? I don't know how we're going to attack this, but let's go. 5, 4, 3. 2, 1.
Oh no.
Oh, go to the
Oh
other.
shoot.
This is hard.
This is real hard. Oh, it's getting thinner. It's getting thinner.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
I think we might have.
No, I want these no.
That's not one piece. That's not like this.
That's one piece. One
It's one piece.
piece.
One piece. It's still hanging by a thread. So, what day are we on the radio?
Gat, you want to take it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat my orange while y'all promote.
I
You
got
saw
you.
it.
I got you.
All right. Everyone, make sure to tune into The Juice on Mondays and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m.
Losing never tastes
to
so
hear
sweet.
Hugh Pringle and Drew Brown
You're welcome.
on The Juice. Guys,
Thank you for having us
congratulations.
again.
No, thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to enjoy these
The
oranges
juice,
now.
where winners live.
There's really no winners here or losers because we all have jazz hands.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for tuning into Syracuse Unpeeled.
This is good.
Have a good night.
Thank you.